friends to my kitchen. Bem-vindos à minha cozinha. We just got back from a few days in Idaho. We went and saw our grandchildren. Two of our grandsons who live in Idaho. And I was going through my refrigerator, and today I'm making a soup with whatever it's left over in the refrigerator. I had some cabbage that needed to be used. I had some kale. I had some squash. And now I'm gonna make a soup with all the leftovers that I had in my fridge. Everything that needed to go. And then I had some white beans that I just made yesterday, and we're done. So I'm gonna add these white beans with chicken into the soup. So that's what I'm gonna do today as we approach the winter and fall. A soup, healthy soup with vegetables. Sometimes that's all we need. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Everybody knows how to make soup, but sometimes we overlook those leftovers that are in our refrigerator and we don't know what to do. So I'm gonna show you. Don't throw anything away. Find something to do with it. So like I said, I have some squash, some kale, some cabbage, carrots, whatever I had that needed to get used, we're gonna use it. So let's go back here. Okay, friends, I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons olive oil. Same as always, onions, garlic, and then whatever vegetables, whatever you're adding. So I have 1 whole onion, and I wanted to make a small soup. I already know it's not gonna happen. Problem is, how am I gonna get this soup away? I'm trying to clean up stuff, leftovers, and then I get more leftovers. So I already have some friends online that I'm gonna be calling for some soup. And as far as, you know, what you put in, you put whatever you want. This is one of those soups that everything goes in. Whatever you want to put it in, that's what it goes. So I'm gonna kind of just saute a little bit of these onions. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt to help draw some of that water from the onions so they can start sweating a little bit faster. So I go through my pantry, I go through the fridge, clean up what's in there. Then I go through my pantry and see what I have. I can add tomato sauce, I can add tomatoes, I can add pesto. See, it can go any way you want to go. I just go put some pasta, no pasta. Sometimes if I don't have that particular beans, I already have some chicken. If it doesn't, I might add a chorizo linguiça in. Like I said, don't throw nothing away. Life is too expensive to be throwing stuff away. I told that to my husband because sometimes I have to use leftovers, and he doesn't like leftovers. But it's like, life's too expensive to be wasting. So anyway, so I'm tired. You go with the grandkids. Sometimes you think you're 21 or 25. You're not. Your body don't want. We have to drive 10 hours to Idaho. And we were there for 4 days. One of my grandsons got sick again. Poor guy. Every time we go, he gets sick. I think he gets so excited that we're going and that he makes himself sick. But anyway, so I came home and I'm exhausted. I haven't been able to pick up myself and do things that I want to do. But anyway, but that's just life. Move on. So I got my beans. I got some chicken stock. These were some beans that I made with, it's called white beans chicken chili. So not throwing that away. It's gonna go in here. So anyway, and I'm just gonna start adding all my vegetables, everything I want. And that's why I said, I only had a quarter of a cabbage, but it seemed like it grew, it doubled. I had 3 leaves of kale and a couple carrots, 3 small potatoes, and I already knew that I was gonna not have just a little soup for us. I don't know how to make soup for just the 2 of us. I don't. But we were brought up making pots and pots of soup. So, and then I'm gonna add the chicken stock. And this is gonna be easy peasy. I mean, things like this, in a half hour, you can have a soup. That's why I don't understand people. They say, I don't know what to cook, you know. Make a soup. So I add 4 cups of chicken stock and then 4 cups of water. And I'm gonna let this kind of cook here. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, not much. So half a teaspoon of salt. And we'll measure more later. I'm not putting no more water because this, the cabbage, all this gonna render some more water. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oregano and a little bit of basil, the dry basil. A little bit of dry basil, just a pinch. Something my husband don't taste it, don't like it. And just a little bit of oregano. Okay. And depending where is this going, I might add some other stuff. So I'm gonna let this cook and then we'll go from there. How easy was that? It's easy, it takes longer to cut the vegetables than to assemble a soup. Okay friends, my soup has been boiling for a few minutes. I'm gonna pour the beans and then let all this combine in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more water. I like my soup soupy. I don't like thick soup. If it's a thick soup, if it's supposed to be thick, I'll eat it. But if it's soup, I don't like it too thick. I'm gonna taste for salt. Just a tad more salt. And that's it. And my soup is done. Just about. I'm gonna let this come to a simmer. And all those flavors to blend. So like I said, half an hour, you have a soup. Then in my pantry, I want something more substantial. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Alba macaroni. 2 handfuls, that's it. Like I said, you can go to your pantry and just see what you got there, add it to it. Here it is, easy soup. I'm gonna cover, partially cover. I'm gonna lower the burner to medium and let those flavors blend. Okay friends, my soup is done. From the beginning when I started until the end, 35 minutes. The vegetables are all cooked, and you cleaned up all those leftovers in your fridge. You didn't waste it. I wish you could smell. Look at this. Huh? How easy is this? All those good vegetables. Has beans. And the flavors went wherever you wanted to go. If you wanted to add tomato sauce or canned tomatoes in here, you could. If you didn't have the leftover beans, add a can of white beans or any kind of beans. Easy. You know, I mean, this is a lot of soup. Like I said, I already texted a couple friends, do you want some soup? Because I don't know how to make a small soup. And like I said, I only had 1/4 of cabbage. Seemed like that now I have so much cabbage. And this I can eat all day. Especially these days that I'm not hungry. I don't feel like eating. Having a little bit of this, I feel good about myself because I know I'm eating healthy stuff, good stuff for my body. And I didn't waste the food. So anyway, go through your fridge, whatever you find in your fridge that you can use, make a soup. Make a soup for your family, share with your friends, share with your neighbors. There's nothing like a soup. This with some bread, some French bread, what a meal. That's what's gonna be for us for dinner and for some of my friends. So you give it a try of something like this. I mean, everybody knows how to make a soup, but sometimes it's like, you know, if you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you don't know what to do, just throw it into a pot and throw the basics and you make a nice soup. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Give me some thumbs up and share my videos on your social media with your friends. And until next time, let's get cooking. I'm gonna sit down and have my soup. I'm tired.